I'm so excited today, I'm nervous. Usually I get up in front of people and it don't bother me much, but today I'm a little bit nervous about it. This is an exciting day for Alexander City and also for Korens, and we're just thankful that they chose to come here. I've got a lot of people I'd like to thank today. Of course, Mr. Chin, we want to thank him, Mr. Son, Mr. Kim, Mr. Lee, Mr. Choi. Also, Mr. Robert Smith of Alabama Department of Commerce, Commissioner T.C. Coley, and I couldn't leave out Randy Thomas. He's met with us many times and worked late and worked long to put this together and worked very hard. Also, Don, we worked very hard. It's all like putting a puzzle together. Maybe putting the puzzle together in the dark sometimes, because it's hard to get all the pieces to fit and match up, and we worked very hard, had some pretty long meetings, and one night, I think it was on Friday, things didn't go exactly right that day, and I came back up to the office that night, and about 8:30, I got a text from Don, and so I called him, I said, "Where are you at?" He said, "I'm in the office, I'm working on this thing." So he was emailing back and forth on a Friday night, and it did take a good bit of doing, but this has been a very good company to work with, very fine people. Mr. Choi, their counsel, is a gentleman, and he shared how he was saved, and he gave us his testimony one day. Mr. Chin did the same thing about being raised in a Christian home. So it makes you feel good when you're dealing with Christian people. Also, I'd like to thank, not only Don, but Sandra and Denise. They put together a lot of meetings. They sat in on a lot of meetings. They worked hard on some of these meetings. Also, the Edmond City Council. I'd like to thank them for the part they played in this, for Jim and Bob, the meetings that they sat in on. It's just a lot of people, and I'm sure I'm leaving somebody out. I hate to call names in doing that. But it is an exciting day in Edmond City. I think this is going to be a good partnership between Korens and the city and our community. I look forward to the job. I thank them for the investment that they have made here and that they're going to make. And we look forward to this partnership lasting a long time and being a long time thing. So I'd just like to say thanks to Corey. Thank each one of you for coming and being here today. And I'm going to let somebody else speak now. And I'll sit down. Who's next?
Mr. Payne.
Mr. Payne.
Well, just speaking on behalf of the City Council, Mr. Chin, we want to welcome you to Alexander City, Alabama. We're excited about you being here, you and your associates. The company is exciting. It's a 25-year-old company, and they're already well established into the automotive industry with what they do. They're very good at it. The reputation is excellent. And, it's an exciting thing for us to welcome somebody like this. As the mayor said, this is a complicated process. It's not like they just come in and say, "We want to do this." It takes a lot of time, a lot of effort, a lot of negotiating, a lot of give and take to make these things happen. And that's what we're seeing here today, is the fruition of that. So, again, welcome to Alexander City, and we look for this to be a long partnership that is prosperous for both the community and for Korens. And as they grow and prosper, which we believe and they believe they're going to grow and prosper. So we're just excited to have them here and appreciate this opportunity.
Good evening. My name is T.C. Coley. I'm a member of the Tallapoosa County Commission. My colleague, Commissioner McKelvey, also joins me back here in the back on behalf of the County Commission. On behalf of the Commission, we'd like to say to Mr. Chin, President of Korens, we welcome to Tallapoosa County. We thank you and your company for choosing this community out Alexander City and Tallapoosa County. We look forward to your role as a corporate citizen. We look forward to the opportunity to see what will be produced as a joint vision between the vision and leadership of your company and the hard work and dedication of the citizens of Tallapoosa County, and seeing what the future holds as we move forward in this partnership. Once again, Alexander City takes a step forward. I think as we look back over the years, we think back to 1998 when we first began this economic development process under then Mayor McClellan's leadership. day by day, company by company, opportunity by opportunity, we have moved forward in the face of overwhelming odds. Many people would have expected this community to have packed up and gone away when a large company employing over 70–80% of its adult workforce decided it's going to move on. But I think it's a great testament to the people in this community, the type of people that will be working for your company, that we're hardworking, we're faithful people, we're dedicated to making a difference, and we're dedicated to not only our communities, but the same loyalty we dedicate to this community, I expect we will dedicate to your company. So to President Chen, to the Korens family, we look forward to your long-term success and prosperity here. And to the members of I call it the larger Lake Martin area economic development family, I think you should pat yourselves on the back because it's another victory for us, and we must continue to work closely together so that we continue to have a bright and prosperous future in spite of the odds and challenges that we have faced. Again, welcome to our community.
My name is Marshall Griffin. I'm the chairman of the board of the Lake Martin Area Economic Development Alliance. There was a book written a few years ago, probably in the mid-90s, by Hillary Rodham Clinton, and said, the name of the book was It Takes a Village. I know many of you probably read the book, and the quote came from an old African proverb, it takes a village to raise a child. Now, whether you agree with that line of thinking or not is debatable, and maybe we differ, some of us might differ in political views of that. But I think what I would like to express today is somewhat, I'm not as versed as the African proverb is or Ms. Clinton was, but I would like to say that it takes a community, it takes a team effort to recruit and to complete the transaction that we're here to celebrate today. And of course, the number one player on that team is Korens. President Chen, we appreciate your commitment, as colleagues have expressed, that you've made the commitment to our community. There was a lot of communities that they could have chosen that would vie for them to locate their business there. And we feel very fortunate to President Chen and Mr. Sun, Mr. Cho, and others on their management team that selected us. But with that, and that is the most important player on this team, there are a lot of team members, and they're represented by these folks behind me and many others. But I would like to express my appreciation from the Alliance standpoint to all those that are represented here, the government entities, which are the Tallapoosa County, of course the City of Ellick City, with the council and the chamber, the commission at the county commission, and also the Lake Martin Area Authority. Les Sellers represents them. For all those folks coming together, I'm fortunate enough to be with Alabama Power. I've lived in a lot of different communities and seen a lot of communities come together. I've never been a part of a community where so many government entities and different organizations have bonded together for one common purpose. And whether it was the benefit of that one area or the benefit of the whole group, I've seen these folks come together to accomplish great things. And one of those great things is what we're here to celebrate today. And I want to thank all those that are represented on this podium. There's been financial incentives. There's been to open up this park. The county commission and the city came together to construct Central Boulevard through the park that opens it up to allow us to attract companies such as Korens to come to a park. And there's still, and Russell Brands as well. There's a lot of folks involved in this effort. And again, I think what TC said and also what Jim said is this is a partnership. It's a partnership among a number of organizations that have come together that have represented and to accomplish what we've done today to celebrate. So again, thank you for all you guys for what you've done to do this. And of course, I'd be amiss if I didn't thank my executive director, Don McClellan. He sort of helped, and Randy Thomas as well. Those guys sort of are behind the scenes bringing all these parties together. And to get all these guys together on busy schedules and discussions, to bring them together is an effort, and I appreciate those men's efforts as well. I'll leave with you saying this. I looked up a saying. Henry Ford said, coming together is a beginning, keeping together is progress, working together is success. And that's exactly what we're here today for, is to celebrate a success. And it's a culmination of all this work that's gone into play is Korens located here. Mr. Chairman Chin, we appreciate it very much.
My name is Les Sellers, and I'm going to thank all of the previous speakers for stealing everything nice that I would have liked to said. With that as a consideration, Mr. Chin, it is a great pleasure to welcome you to our community, and I say that with all sincerity. I'm humbled by having the opportunity. The only thing I want to share is that I'd like to thank and recognize all of our leaders in this community, the mayor, the city council, the Tallapoosa County Commission, those people here who work with us on a daily basis. I thank them for their wisdom, their leadership, and their willingness to pursue strongly honorable compromise and common ground so that we can continue our road to progression. Thank you very much.
Y'all don't have to be so quiet. Let's give all these folks a hand. Representative Tuggle's in a meeting in Montgomery. He's doing his very best to try to get back up here. And hopefully he'll make it before the end of this. But I have the great pleasure of introducing Mr. Chin, President of Korens. He's been president quite a few years. Since 2013, he was appointed president of Korens. He's married. He's got 2 daughters, 11 and 14 years old, and that's probably more important than anything else I can say about him, except, and Randy Taylor, you'll like this, he's got a 5 handicap. So we're going to try to keep that up every time he comes over here. I think we'll get you playing with Larkin Randy. He's about a 2 handicap, I think. We'll make sure that you get some practice in when you come to America. Not that it's impressive, but he's a graduate of MIT in chemical engineering, and he got his MBA from Columbia. I told him, you know, if we could get him to Auburn, Alabama, we'd be okay. I've met with Mr. Chin 2 or 3 times now. We had a long conversation this afternoon. He's a smart guy. I want you to know he can come out of the Cracker Jack box. He knows what he's doing. He knows what his company's doing. They have expansion plans for America, and they could have chose anywhere in the United States to put this company, but they chose Alexander City, Tallapoosa County. And by the way, I think we've got 2 or 3 of the council folks sitting out there, Dr. Simpson and Tony and Bobby. Would y'all stand up and let us recognize y'all? I want to keep those folks happy with me because I go ask them for too much money for them to be English. Let's give them a hand. We also have Dr. Cooper from the Alexander City School System and President Barra from CACC. We're happy that we have your support. We've had some meetings between the 2 on workforce recently in the past few months. And it's not often. It's sort of like when Alex City and Dable played football against each other. When you crossed the river bridge down there, it was like going to another country. It was like trying to cross the ocean. And it's been that way in the school systems in the past, but I want you to know we have cooperation between K-12 or K-14, however you want to look at it, and Central Alabama Community College. One of those missions of the college and the high school is to prepare a skilled workforce. And that's one thing we use in recruiting companies to our area. Everybody's got land. Some people have buildings or will build buildings. Everybody does tax abatements. Everybody does everything, but one thing that the entire United States is hurting is skilled workforce. That's from plumbers and electricians and robotics and pneumatics and hydraulics and PLCs and everything else. We have to have people that can program those. We have to have people that can troubleshoot and repair. So if we want to set ourselves aside, the best way to do that is to have a prepared workforce that has the skill sets that industry needs today. We're very happy that Korens chose our location to locate their plant in America. It's been a joy to go through the process with them. I guess we've spent about 6 months. But I want you to put your hands together and welcome William Chin, President of Korens, USA.
Howdy, y'all. It's been a pleasure working with the community here. I know it's not easy picking a site, but it's also not easy receiving or being receptive to a new company. We had a very long conversation, and in the conversation with Don this afternoon, we made it similarly to a marriage. Now, Don being very successful, 50 years of happy marriage. Now I asked Don, what's the secret? What's the secret of 50 years of being married happily? And he told me that there's ups and downs, and there's hardships, there's joy, but you have to take it day by day. And I think that's virtue that we can bank on. And today is a day of celebration. It wasn't easy picking a site, but one of the key elements that we looked at very closely was, yes, incentive is important. Yes, having the right workforce is very important. But it's all about the community. It's about the people who reside, who make up, that compose that community. That's one of the elements that we looked at very closely, because we want to be at a site for a very long time. We don't want to pick a site that we need to move in a couple of years. So we needed to be very sure. We needed to know that we would be receptive. We would be able to sustain our business and grow together. And Alexander City has proven that time in and time out. So it is with my greatest pleasure that I would like to thank the council, mayor, the authority, for this opportunity for Korens to open up our new chapter in Alexander City, and we hope to expand on this. As Korens grows, I would like to see Alexander grow with us. And this is a promise that we would like to make as a company to Alexander. And with this promise, I think we would do well here, and we will survive. Thank you very much.
I just want to reiterate what folks up here have said. You know, we work with companies, and we have a lot of looks that we don't do any good with. We have a lot more of those than the ones that respond to our beck and call. It's not that you can send a letter out and say, we want you to come to Alexander City, Tallapoosa, or Coosa County. It doesn't work that way. Some people think it does, but it's a lot of hard work put in by a lot of good people. Randy has been doing this, golly, I can't even count that high, but he's been around, it's closer to 40 than it is 30 years now. The mayor and the council have been very supportive. I think we've had 2 or 3 executive sessions where we've talked about this project. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work on everybody's. We've had some good negotiations. We've had, it took a while, and this was one of the short ones. I think it's about 6 months. We've gone 1.5 years before we landed the company before, and we've gone 2 years and we didn't get the company. So we're very proud to have Korens in our community. We look forward. It's going to take them a while. They're remodeling the building. They're doing a lot of demolition. They've got to do a lot of electrical work and a lot of stuff on the building over there. But it'll get up and it'll get going. It'll be slow to start with, but I look for it to be even better than they can imagine. You know, they have a plan, and they have shown us their plan, and if it all comes to fruition, the community's going to be very pleased with what they do. It's a lot of automation. It's a lot of high-tech skilled labor. Mr. Sun He's gonna be here with me every day. I'll probably drive him crazy, but we'll work through it. We look forward to working with him, and we look forward to reaping the rewards of this company locating in our area. And we hope that 2 years from now, Korens feels the same way about us. So, thank you folks for coming. We're very pleased that you came. And got a good company. We should be very proud of it. Let's give Korens another hand.
I can't read anything they wrote. I think you have initials on those also, yes. On the bottom, I think you have the initials.
And all else is for the instruction. That completes. And it was a great privilege to be here to this time. I liked your comment about marriage. In my religion, marriage, in fact, divorce is not.
Same religion.
You were not here. All right.
Thank you. Thank you very much, sir.
A little bit about your company, what you all do.
We make engine parts for automobiles. We go into most combustion engines, primarily diesel, but now more so gasoline. We make coolers. So we currently supply to Ford, GM, Chrysler. In Europe, we supply BMW, Fiat, Hyundai in Montgomery, and Kia as well.
So this will affect a lot of local things like trucking and moving things through trains, things like that.
Well, most likely, most of the trucking vehicles would have some of our coolers in it already. So some of these cars, without knowing it, you guys are already utilizing some of our parts.
So you already have one plant in America. This will be your
No,
second?
this is the first and only plant out of Asia.
Oh wow. Okay. So this is your first expansion into the United States.
First expansion out of Asia.
Wow. Congratulations.
Could this be an expansion though for other industries that will be distributing your parts to different places?
It would. We distribute and supply directly to the final car maker, so it would not be. But we hope to grow the business here and employ employ more, and kind of organically grow with the city and the community.
Okay. Yeah, and that was always the plan to expand once once you got in there. When do you expect to get into that building? I know they said they're remodeling a time.
We're currently remodeling it. We hope to be in towards the early portion of next year. Late this year, early portion of next year.